going to be an interesting time. And
you know, when we for the viewers, when we're using word interesting, it can mean garbage or godlike. So you can choose whichever way you want to go.
And you know, no hero better epitomizes that than Quap, I think. It is either going to be like really, really good or so sad. And I feel like that happens so often. That was why it was like the perfect Cuckoo hero back in the day. Like, I remember Cuckoo, he's either going to win you the game or he's going to lose you the game spectacularly. And
We don't say that name here.
what are you
Sorry.
talking about? What do you mean? Poor old Cuckoo. I'm sure it's fine. So yeah, Fata playing on the Quap. We've got a PPDCM. Maybe he goes for like the Scream build on Fata and just tries to like farm out the lane and then.
Yeah, most likely it's going to be like that. I even saw Queen of Pain's getting Scream of Pain level 1 because mana cost got reduced, and I think damage got buffed a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But she has mana, so she can spam out her spells because of the CM aura.
And previously, this was what Secret would do, is they would run the Leshrac with the CM. We should also mention that the Diabolic Edict did get nerfed in the last patch. So we saw previously that it went from 9 up to 11, and now it's from 11 back to 8. So it drops down to less than it was previously. Which is kind of interesting in these.
I like how Frog is. Oh shit! I made a mistake.
Exactly.
Low numbers.
So it's actually less good than it was before the change in the patch, but maybe it's still good enough to be worth playing with it. At least that's what Zai thinks, is they're going to send these treants down here, and Yapzor trying to bully this anti-mage back.
$33 with the same build as in the previous game against Nature's Prophet. 2 Stout Shields to block that incoming damage, the harassment.
And meanwhile, up top, it looks like they're going to send the CM up there also, not wanting to match up against the Lesh and the Clockwork. They're just going to completely lane swap, it looks like.
I would love to see Orb of Venom on Monkey King.
Okay.
If they are playing against 2 melee heroes, so they have... I mean, it's a Nature's Prophet, so not too much kill potential, because he's just going to harass, maybe keep them low, but extra slow, and the Orb of Venom, one of the better items on a hero like a Monkey King.
Yeah. And the other nice thing about this is that they're going to have Soxleb facing off against Puppey and getting that extra damage from all the treants. And actually 3-3 is going to get body blocked in here. This is a bit of a problem. Blocked in a little bit by his buddy as well as this Monkey King. And needs another punch here, but they're going to turn their sights instead onto the ET. And that is a significant amount of damage.
I wish that was Orb of Venom.
Right.
And I would buy Orb of Venom for sure.
No doubt about it. But he would also have an Abba just killing himself over and over again, trying to heal him.
Yeah, Queen of Pain with the Scream level 1. No points to get any points in Shadow Strike. No. He's just gonna dodge it. So this way he's actually harassing him a lot. 75 damage for 80 mana.
It's not bad. And meanwhile, continuing to pressure here, Nisha's taking a lot of that harassment. Does not have Doppelganger either.
Yeah, okay. It's just mind games.
Right?
If he uses Spirit Lance, then Fata is probably going to get 1 point in Shadow Strike. He might actually save a point, not even get a blink, have 1-1-0-2 build on a mid lane for kill potential.
Yeah, that's true.
If he realizes that there is a Spirit Lance, because he already showed that Phantom Rush is skilled.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Puppey. Need to be careful there, buddy. Reapplying, getting some extra damage in there, but not going to be enough. And in the mid-time, MidOne is able to bully back Ace a little bit. So in spite of this tri-lane, MidOne's still living, but they're chasing, trying to find this man. Come in for the body block, and MidOne going to go down, giving the first blood to the anti-mage.
They will have to rotate one hero on the top right now. Clockwork needs to go.
Looks like he's going to come and pick up a Arcane Rune first. And Yapsor's going to head back towards bottom, but yeah, not really mirroring the movements from the ET makes this kind of tough. Maybe they were hoping to find a kill in the meantime, but 3-3 is fully left the lane at this stage. So Yapsor not really doing all that much for them in this bottom lane.
What do you mean he's not doing much? He's walking around with Arcane Rune collecting XP. He's level 2 right now. If he gets close to Doom, that's a guaranteed kill. Lesh is not level 3 yet, but Doom has no items whatsoever.
No. He's got 2 stout shields. What are you talking about? Nisha does have that doppelganger now, and still Queen of Pain not investing in second point. Does take the blink now. And it looks like Yapsor is going to try and come and interrupt this pull. Does manage to make it happen. So a little bit of pressure there. And, well, while this is all going on, Puppey is going to get some jungling on. So make some stuff happen for himself. So far, not really anything to write home about. Queen of Pain's doing fine mid against the PL, who does have a couple of denies.
You know, Nisha is extremely good player, especially on the mid lane, where he knows the limits of the hero. We saw it yesterday when he was playing Morphling, getting harassed a lot, and look at him right now. He realizes that Fata does not have any kind of a flask, so he is bringing one right now, so he can play aggressive. He's going to use his flask to get some advantage.
Right. Yeah, this is nice. So it is going to be Nisha back up again to pretty high HP. Fata gets brought out his flask, heals up, Fairy Fires even, and now can try and run in and play aggressive again, but there's no longer a co-potential on Nisha, because it looks like we're going to get the haste turn at the 4-minute mark. What can Fata do with this? Like just a little bit of pressure, but it's going to be a doppelganger away from that Scream of Pain damage.
Yeah, once Queen of Pain hits level 6, they should start playing aggressive on the side lanes, but she needs to have mana. Arcane Aura level 1.
Oh.
He's getting really close to bottle. They need to utilize that Queen of Pain to play aggressive on the side lanes, get a kill or two, give anti-mage farm. Ideally, you would want to grab a kill on a top lane.
Yeah, and you can actually see that up top they've decided to rotate Yapsor before that potential threat comes in, but he does not have cogs and also doesn't look like he's going to be able to make anything happen yet. Hiding behind this tree. And do they reveal themselves to him? Yapsor wraps around now, and they're just going to run away.
Rapsor,
that's right. What a name. Yeah, he just moved up there to try and secure the bounty rune since he knew that the lane was going to push out, and Doom 3-3 not able to come and contest for Lesh's rune. So they end up getting 3 of them.
pretty static game. No one is making any kind of movement. Lesh can't kill Doom on the bottom lane because he has this setter creep. And 33 just trading some hits. Once he gets to level 6, there is a lot of kill potential on that Doom, but he's low on mana.
Yeah. He needs to go and either hit the shrine. It looks like that's what he's going to be doing with Fata now. Or Fata's just going to take the shrine.
Fata does not care.
Nope.
He is level 6 right now, has a TP ready. Rune is spawning in 5 seconds. If he gets a haste rune, that would be the best rune you can get on Queen of Pain to gank the side lanes.
It's an arcane.
And nothing. Arcane rune is also good.
Yep, but it's top lane. And doesn't look like Nisha's going to go and check that one right now. As it is just going to be a movement over, push out the wave. We'll see if they come and try and take away the rune. Yapsor's going to check and sees the arcane, takes that one from the Quap. Meanwhile, top lane, though, going on to MidOne yet again and going to sprout his buddy, which keeps him alive for the moment, alive on 7 HP. MidOne gets out of there.
They have a shrine to work with. And Phantom Lancer can farm both jungle and the lane at the same time. So this game looks way better for NiP because they picked the strong lanes and they actually have advantage in this game right now. Doom is level 6, has enough mana to pop Scorched Earth and Doom. But Leshrac is tanky. He has almost 1000 HP with 2 crowns.
Ace walks away. Didn't have blink, but gets a salve transferred over to him. That is going to keep him alive and healthy at this point. So after that first kill on MidOne, we're 7 minutes without another one.
Only 2 heroes should be allowed to buy Road of Aethos. Jakiro and Ogre, because they have 2 heads, a crown for each head.
I like that idea.
If that makes sense.
You're absolutely right. Otherwise, it just is not balanced. Look at them taking out these treants here. And Yapsor farming up as well. It feels like the pace of this game is sort of similar to how NiP were playing last time, where nobody's really trying to make too much stuff happen. I mean, is this a problem, Fata not rotating to different lanes, or do you think it's okay for them?
Team Secret is just playing passive because they don't have to rush anything. Clockwork would love to get some levels. Phantom Lancer was farming a jungle. He gave him a full level. Bottom lane also, Zai getting closer to that Road of Aethos, only recipe off. And once they get that, they can start playing aggressive. Zai is going to have a lot of levels, 4 points in Edict soon, so they can pressure the towers. Get a kill, get a tower. Also, Monkey King is a hero that... pretty much never dominates the lane. You can always feel like Monkey King is underfarmed because he is being pressured. And the thing about him is he can come back easily in the game with just one good rotation. Bottom lane.
He used the Doom. And looks like Lesh is going to be able to walk away. Yeah. It's going to be a good portion of damage here. They have a shrine available. So we'll see. He probably just has to run back home, though. Yeah, it's too much there to just use that shrine for it. So they're going to try and save that shrine for another initiation later on, possibly. But they do bait out that Doom, and it's a very long cooldown. Still 115 seconds before they're going to be able to use it again. But they protect the bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, for 2 minutes, they are fine now. No Doom. Queen of Pain is smoked. I like what NiP is doing because Team Secret would love to play aggressively on the bottom lane because there's no kill threat from that Doom. So they are reading this well. And they smoke to the bottom lane because they know where Secret is going to play.
Yeah, they're already in position trying to find it. Zai down very low. Do they find the blast, though, to try and turn it? Fata blinked into this one. And the Apps are here as well. Puppey moves into position. Maybe a bit too far forward, though. They still have the wave if they want to use it, but it looks like it is going to be stopping at 1 kill apiece on both of these supports while they get ready to pressure for the bounty runes. And, well, Zai goes for the stun, not quite in position, and he's going to be able to get the rune.
Secret is going to grab 3 runes. Elder Titan just collecting some XP on the mid lane, also very level dependent hero. You want to put points in pretty much every single spell.
Yeah. But 2-1, 10 minutes in. And where do we end up going now if you're Team Secret or NiP? Like, I guess the plan is just still get Ace super farmed. Like, does he just, the rest of the team just need to sort of run around and find kills to give him space?
Yeah, they need to create space for Anti-Mage. Doom is going to be up in 20 seconds, and then they can start playing aggressively. The thing is, this Lashrak is going to have that Road of Aethos, so Ace is not going to be safe. He will need to move from a top lane pretty soon.
Okay. Well, like to welcome all of the viewers coming over. We're switching over onto the main channel now, so stop swearing and, you know, saying awful things, Lacoste. So we get ready to hop into it. But currently up 1 game, spoiler alert, Secret up, and now NiP fighting for their lives in the upper bracket as PPD is going to get jumped on by MidOne and Nisha, and they take down that CM. While bottom lane, the pressure is coming out, and they're able to use that Doom yet again. This time they find the kill on Zai, but they get the tier 1 tower in turn. Dire does.
Yeah, not the best kill because they already took the tower, and he has Road of Aethos, so I expect Secret to either smoke up and try to grab a kill on Anti-Mage. So, Ace, not enough damage. Matt, not on point. So, Zai should try to smoke up, grab a kill with that Road of Aethos on Anti-Mage.
Okay. Yeah, and unfortunately, they did just use that hook shot there to try and interrupt the battle that was going, but the smoke comes nonetheless. And maybe that's another thing. Ace is going to feel more safe because he's like, okay, they just used the hook shot. They can't get me again. But immediately moving in with this Atos reveal, goes on to him. Does he get the counter spell off in time? No, he doesn't. Tries to use it afterwards, but is going to get caught. No, they missed on the Boundless Strike because of the cogs. And Yapzor gives him the sorry. A little bit of miscommunication.
Sure, Yapzor's fault.
Well, that guy's taking responsibility nonetheless. They're going to go for the stomp. Doesn't quite connect onto the clockwork. And, I mean, that was the Atos reveal. You would love to be able to get more of that out of that as Zai.
Yeah, I feel like Anti-Mage can't be on the top lane anymore. He needs to switch back to bottom, and they need to ward up so he can farm.
Right. Well, Puppey has made a change to his build this time. Decided to pick up boots. Apparently that's the way to win. But
once Phantom Lancer gets his Diffusal Blade, they're gonna start playing more aggressive. I'm not sure if it's good or bad when you have Crystal Maiden in your team and you're playing against Diffusal Blade Phantom Lancer.
yeah.
Like, you have more mana, so he deals more damage, but you also regen more mana if he burns it. It's a double-edged sword.
It is a little bit strange, isn't it? Because, yeah, you're going to be gaining back more mana that's lost. You're not going to be able to cast spells, but... yeah, sort of an odd one. Puppey, they get the vision, find themselves 3-3. He does have Doom available. Does he decide to drop it? No, he's just going to end up losing his life here, it looks like. Although, could turn it back around with the Sonic Wave down. Zai is already dead, and now he drops the Doom onto the Monkey King, and seeing if they can find this kill onto him. But Yapzor, able to get the interrupt, jumps forward from Fata, trying to find that kill on the Monkey King, and they will take it. But Yapzor also able to clean up one on PPD at least. Not at all worth it as NiP stream forward, get the kill, and taking a fight without their main carry. Nisha's out of there.
Yeah, if Nisha can get the tier 1 tower on mid, I think it's still worth it for them. The most important tower in the game, and it's gonna get him closer to Diffusal Blade. Then they can play aggressive. Once again, they know Doom is down. They know Queen of Pain does not have ulti, so they will try to make some rotation again.
Okay. Immediate reaction. Zai heads down bottom, and Fata is there. But instead, they're going to turn their sights on to Doom, who just picked up a Midas, and looks like he's going to die because of it. But nonetheless, it is a quick pick-off, and now they're ready to go again. This is the good thing about their draft, is they don't have those longer cooldowns on Team Secret, with the exception of Monkey King. MidOne was trying to jump away, but not able to quite get there. And it looks like it is going to be Bounty Runes picked up bottom for Puppey, while NiP established dominance up here top.
Yeah, again, 3 Bounty Runes. They took the tier 1 tower. Still 2k gold lead for Team Secret. Now Phantom Lancer has that Diffusal Blade delivered, and I don't think they can defend this tower. Crystal Maiden is TPing, but not sure that's enough. Zai.
Be careful. They found him. And there's going to be a kill on Saksa. The pressure going to be felt down at bottom. Doom still on cooldown, 35 seconds away. Man, CN is only level 6.
Cooldowns. So they know it's a free tower for them. Nothing NiP can do. It was pretty stupid that they even tried to defend it.
And Arcane Boots picked up for Zai now. He's got to be careful with his positioning. With that high of a mana pool, AM just jumps on him.
Yeah, it's one of the worst feelings. He's in. Yappy's in. And Yappy's out.
And PPD is dead. And they also have found Doom. So Puppey TP's into this one, taking all of that Edict damage, as well as the Pulse Nova, and 3-3 pops. 2 subsequent kills after getting that Midas.
The Edict is physical damage, so there's a lot of synergy between that medallion, especially on Doom, who has really low armor.
And they're just up on the high ground. Like, a second ago, it was relatively even, if not NiP ahead. They took down 4 of them, and in the timing window, they just jump up, try and find that kill on Zai. It's not enough. Sonic Wave out as well, trying to take down Nisha. The stomp, it is going to connect. He's starting to get burned down low. Can they kill him off in time? They do. PPD picks up that kill. They take down Yappy as well.
Perfectly executed by NiP. Queen of Pain blinks in. He forces the doppelganger on him. Monkey King.
Oh. Well, he's going to TP out after finding that kill on a PPD.
They stayed for a bit too long. Good counter initiation from Elder Titan there. Stomp on 2, maybe even 3 with the ulti on top of it.
And just look at these swings that we've got. It's like one fight goes, it's just all, I guess, predicated upon the ulti usage. Fata's going to be going for an Atos as well. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, not sure about it. I think he needed a save item for himself. Fuel Scepter sounded like a better choice to me. I guess the reason behind it is they can catch the Monkey King and Phantom Lancer, so he can't use the Doppelganger, but with the projectile traveling time, it's not the greatest against BL. If Doppelganger is ready, he's always going to dodge.
Good reactions there, and they're able to find him. Zai in some trouble. They do have Doom available as well. If they're able to find the real Nisha, do they decide to throw it onto him? They're chasing. No, Nisha able to juke it out. They're thinking it's the other one, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of here. This is such a tough juke, and Nisha trying to run, not going to happen. So they take down both Zai and the PL. Good counterspell usage from Ace, and NiP starting to assault these towers. Finding those kills without having to use Doom is huge.
Yeah, and the Anti-Mage is getting a lot of farm here. He has that Battle Fury, decent timing, 16, 17 minutes, and now he has 2,000 gold on top of that.
You look at the swing, even just in win probability, where it was around 60% into the other favor, and now they find one TPing in. Zai is just getting the treatment here, and Yapzor, Invis got fully caught, but it doesn't look like they quite realized he was in position there. Just a little ways away from that sentry ward.
NiP read that really well. Smoke, they knew that they were trying to make a move on Anti-Mage. NiP playing way better than in the game number 1.
And I think this is what you were talking about when we first started the series, is Yapzor has found the ET. Going for this kill. Can they take it though? PPD trying to run away from him. Yeah, and they'll get the kill on the ET. But this is what you're talking about. Of NiP, they can play with anybody else in the world, but it's just, you know, which NiP is going to show up.
Yeah, that is correct. And the Queen of Pain now is building towards BKB, a lot of magical damage on their side, so that's going to mitigate a lot of that damage, especially the mana burn, so she can blink in aggressively, and she doesn't care then. She can actually survive.
Man. PPD found yet again, but has he gone in a bit too far? Atos, he can still ulti through that one. They chase forward, try and find a kill. Under fire is Fata. Gets the blink out, though, at the last second, but Zai still chasing, and it's not going to be enough. Eventually, they claim their prize of killing Fata. Doppelganger dodging the stomp coming from Saksa, and he, too, is going to, well, be chased. Good force staff trying to get away from him, but Monkey King still has him in his sights, and Ace doesn't want any part of this. So they find the Boundless Strike, still chasing, has an Earth Splitter as well as the stomp, but it's going to be interrupted by Zai. So 4 die in the end, and Secret ready to take down this tier 2 tower.
Secret's playing so well because of the cooldowns on side of NiP. They know there's no Doom, so every single time there's no Doom, they start playing aggressively. Two big ultis on their side, Queen of Pain and Doom. If one is on cooldown, I think Team Secret is always going to take a fight.
Almost makes you wonder if it's like worth it to try and go into something like the Aghanims eventually for the Queen of Pain, just so she'll always have it up. But really, there's no way to lower that cooldown for Doom, instead of going like Refresher or, you know, Octarine or something, which you just don't want to go on this hero.
Just get to Octarine and pick up Arcane Runes. Easy.
There you go. You got it, man. And the vision right now that you also see from Secret inside the base, as well as just right outside of it, they know when NiP are leaving and are potentially vulnerable. But have they made enough space for this anti-mage? Is Ace going to become like a problem that's sort of too difficult to deal with for Secret, or do you think they have enough answers?
They have Road of Eta still. He's getting close to Mantis style, so he will be able to dodge it. And you're playing against Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer has one of the weirdest power spikes in the game. I think I talk every single time when there is a Phantom Lancer. Like, once he gets that Diffusal Blade, he feels so strong, and then he wants to farm 2 other items. Like, once he gets that Manta style, it's not enough. He needs HP item, either Satanic or Heart.
Okay. Bottom lane. They have found Fata yet again, and no defensive item, no nothing.
Yeah, that's why I like the Yule Scepter build more.
Right.
Because you saw Lashrak having a really great time on a bottom lane. You saw that Road of Aethas, and you don't pick up a Yule Scepter, which is kind of suicidal.
When we caught it at the tail end there, but I'm assuming that was just an Aethos into Earth, Split Earth, which, you know, is difficult to deal with when you don't have that defensive item. Anti-Mage will have his Manta just about now as he runs over and picks up the ultimate orb after farming out another camp. Fata gives him the nice, and Puppey. Is this going to be a dead Nature's Prophet? They're chasing, thinking about it, looking. And it looks like Secret willing to take this fight. Yapzor's in. They find PPD again. Poor old PPD. He's had 1 kill and 6 deaths, and they don't quite get the ET. So everybody from NiP gets out.
I like how ET just bailed out.
Yeah.
He had a 4-staff ready, didn't even try to use it because it would mean that he's dead.
Right.
Puppey is getting a lot of farm. 4-staff, Medallion, Vlad's, which opens up the Roche for them. If they grab a kill or 2, they're immediately going to go into Roche pit and secure it.
Which heroes do you think are sort of the most relevant for defending that Roche for NiP?
Lashrak.
Okay.
you know I said Lashrak.
Why is that?
Even though he's on Team Secret, because if he has low mana pool, not low mana, but if he has low mana, Anti-Mage with 1 mana void can turn the whole fight around. I've seen it multiple times, especially if there's a hero like a Pugna, a Lash who has a high int gain, has no mana, suddenly you just blow up 3 people.
Well, the other thing you gotta be careful about is having that natural Orda comboed together with the ET. That's it's a recipe for disaster. PPD sees his life flash before his eyes as the hook shot passes through, but he won't get caught that time. This is the problem that you mentioned. Not really a great opportunity for this hero to pick up a 4-staff yet. She's gonna need to get into that GPM talent before she's able to make it happen. And it looks like Ace is going to be going back for a Scotty afterwards. Huh. Kind of interesting.
It's going to give him tankiness. Against it. Also mana pool against PL. Great against Monkey King.
Yeah. I mean, that is the way that he dies in this game, right? Is if they're able to catch him and keep him locked down while Nisha drains all of his mana. I guess BKB later maybe would be an option too, but you hate to have to go that so early on an AM.
He's going to need a BKB for sure in this game.
Yeah.
Ideally, he would want to get a Butterfly against PL, but he needs so many items. Like Basher to keep both of them in place. He's going to need a BKB to survive in a team fight because there's a lot of magical damage, a lot of stuns.
Be careful there. And they get the vision up on the high ground. So right now, Secret playing with the better understanding of what's going on this side of the map. And it looks like they're going to send one back. It's Puppey trying to defend against this. Ace is having none of it. Forces him back as well. And now Zai here. Ace needs to be careful. Gets the lift up. He doesn't have a Manta style. The jump forward, able to find him completely under control. And Ace just... I don't know.
That was so greedy from Ace. Like, it's like taking a candy from a baby. And Puppey wants to die. He wants to make some sort of rotation. He wants to be the guy who dies in a fight. He can easily buy back. Position 5 Nature's Prophet, and there it is. Instantly, 1 pick off, straight into Roche Pit. And now they don't need to be afraid of that big mana void. Have a lot of vision with rockets, with those Treants.
Well, they are going to be able to throw in that ET Spirit. He's going to go for a stomp play, but they can try and go for the interrupt of it. 3-3 walks into the pit as well. 20 seconds until AM is back up again. He's going to get 4-staff forward, but MidOne able to be that bulwark in front of all of them. Blocks them off with his ultimate. BKB out from 3-3. The hookshot finds PPD yet again, though. Now they buy back from ET. They're going to have the mana void back up again in a second. but Roche already down to such low HP, and can they really come and even get here in time to contest this? I don't know if it's going to happen. And it looks like, yep, they're just going to have to give it up. So Roche going to Secret.
Can't win a team fight if you're not using your spells. Queen of Pain ulti, ready, Doom ready. None of those are used in the last fight, which means they're not winning it.
And again, it all comes back to that pick off on Ace and using the Manta aggressively on the Nature's Prophet. Like, if he has that Manta style there, he still might end up going down to the Yule Scepter into Split Earth combo, but I don't know. Tough stuff. Can't get caught.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Man, Clockwork is going for a sheep stick next. It's gotten...
They just want to have more control for this Queen of Pain and Anti-Mage. He can initiate and keep him in place for almost 5 seconds.
So problematic. It is a BKB done for Queen of Pain now. Almost level 18 for that level 3 ulti. But at this stage in the game, it's feeling like it's all Secret. 7,000 gold lead, 13-19. And again, this one game, if they're able to win it, and Secret will have qualified for the major.
It's looking good for Team Secret right now because Anti-Mage, that was a huge setback for them. They have Aegis right now. And I talked about the Monkey King. He was pressured in the lane. Now he's top 3 net worth because this hero recovers, especially with this build that MidOne got Echo Saber into Maelstrom, which means a ton of the damage, especially during Wukong's command. Now he has a BKB, which means he can be that frontline. He's gonna find him.
Second time that that's happened. MidOne not quite quick enough to find the ET. Nature's Prophet almost at the Glimmer Cape. Nisha completely alone here. But they're gonna take down that ward. A little bit of that Sentry Vision down. And Ace just trying to recover, doing what he can do. I mean, this hero is still going to farm very quickly, but the hookshot comes in. Able to find 2 with the Boundless Strike afterwards, and this is going to be a dead ET, a dead PPD. And again, need to find some way to keep this high ground defended. I mean, they're going to cut the creep wave with Fata here mid. Has the BKB TP if they send a couple back, but they've got creeps down bottom. And Zai is already here. This tier 3 tower is going to drop.
They're just going to split them.
How do you defend against this with no ET? Anti-Mage isn't even in the base. This is looking like it's going to be a free set of racks, at the very least. Waiting for
if they use ulti and don't achieve anything, this game is just over.
Yeah, this is hugely problematic. And I think that they are realizing, okay, we just need to defend against the second set of them. We need ET to be alive. But PPD is going to drop because of this, most likely. Nisha able to get the Manta Style to walk away from it. The Atos catches Queen of Pain in trouble. Has not BKB'd yet. Still saving it for the moment. They drop the Doom onto Monkey King. They just run away now. 3-3's trying to chase. There's nothing here. I mean, Puppey might end up going down, sure, but you're still keeping this Monkey King alive, and Puppey just buys back. You said it earlier. He wants to die. He doesn't care. He's back into the mix. They find 3-3. No ultimate available. They jump in with YapzOr, and Team Secret continuing to just look unstoppable in these qualifiers. 11,000 gold lead, taking the second set of racks here, and Fata just can't do anything. None of them can do anything.
2 big ultis, both Doom and Queen of Pain ulti, to kill Nature's Prophet. And nope, nothing happened. Now they can take a fight.
PPD not alive. Secret taking the last tier 3 towers here 31 minutes into this game. And it's feeling like it's a foregone conclusion at this point, but Secret still looking like the best team in Europe. Forced to have to keep Zai alive. Ace can't stay on top of him. Wants to mana void, but it's just not happening. Zai does have a very low mana pool. If everybody groups together, there's an opportunity there, but he's staying far away from the rest of his team. PPD going to valiantly try an ulti to stop all of the damage coming through, but it's not going to happen. And Ace forced to blink away. And you can see Zai staying close to his team now, hoping they come into mana void. But GG, that is qualifying for the MDL Major. Oh, and the Glimmer Cape, he ends up just ultied Puppey instead. What a way to end it. Brilliant play from Secret.
Yeah, Team Secret just playing it It looks easy when